Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica and today I am so excited. This is my intro for Child of the 80s. It is a project pan that I am so glad came back again this year. It was created by Jaylon. She's going to be linked down below. There's going to be a spreadsheet of everyone that has joined in because this is a PANtastic Ladies collab. And it's a year long, started on January 1st, goes till December 31st. Of course, you know, it's going to be a whole month of intros. I try to spread things out a little bit so that everything's not all jumbled up at the beginning of the year. So that's why this one is, you know, later in the month, and I still have more to come. So there are 80 prompts. That is a lot. I normally would bring everything in all at the beginning, but 80 prompts. I kind of got crazy with that 70s pan and I brought in 70, and I really feel like it affected my entire year as far as how I wanted to do it. But I also was trying to finish most of those products. So I have learned my lesson, and I'm not bringing all 80 in because I'm crazy, but I'm not insane. So I do intend to do all 80 prompts because, again, I'm crazy, but I'm not bringing them all in the beginning. What I'm going to do is bring in 10 prompts now. Next month, no matter how many I finish, I will be bringing in 10 more and then 10 more. So for the first 8 months of this project, 12-month project, I will be bringing in 10 new prompts, 10 new products every single time. I will, however, be doing this a little bit different. I am using this project because there's so many prompts as a play project. So I'm going to set baby goals on all of these things so that I know that I can roll at least a few of them out every single month. Again, I want to rotate through some of my stash, and this is a good project to do it with. So I will have very small goals on most of these things. So let's do the first 10 prompts. I am so excited because, yeah, I loved the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s and I enjoyed it quite a bit. So this is a trip down memory lane for me. So the first prompt is I'm so sure, and that is a ridiculous product. It could be packaging, performance, the claims that it makes, whatever. So I brought one with ridiculous packaging, and of course I have everything laying on top of it. It is ridiculous packaging, but it's kind of cool at the same time. It is the Glam Light Pizza Palette. I mean, I can't store it anywhere. It's kind of ridiculous in the fact that it is massive, it's round, and it looks like a pizza. I have chosen one singular eyeshadow in here to work on, and it is going to be pineapple. So it's going to be this kind of yellowy color here, and I can swatch it if you like. And my goal, look at that, it is like a pretty metallic. I don't even know if it's going to focus. It's focusing on my face. And yeah, that is super pretty. I just want to use it 5 times. I know it's not a lot, but again, I have a lot of projects and I have a lot of stuff that I want to play with this year. And if I put too big of a goal on things, then I can't rotate through. And I really want to do that this year because this is a hybrid year for me. I want to play, but I also want to finish some stuff. So only 5 uses on pineapple. That's not a big deal. I don't know if I can do it all in 1 month because it's not an easy shade to wear on the regular. So we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. Next prompt is the Rubik's Cube. I had that, and that is something colorful. So I have brought in a palette, and it is from ColourPop. I mean, it's colorful, ColourPop. You see where I'm going with that. It is the Too Haute palette, and there's only 5 shades in here. I'm going to do this No Pan Left Behind style, and I want to use each one of these once, and it's going to be interesting because it's all pinks and reds. Not easy shades to use. I got a bright yellow and I've got bright pinks and red. Yeah, I'm going to look like a circus clown and I'm going to love every second of it. Next up is 16 Candles, and that is a product that makes all your wishes come true. And I'm an oily girl, so anything that tames the oil makes my wishes come true. So I have put some of my Coastal Scents rice powder into this little container here. Look, how did I get orange all over myself? I don't know how I do these things. This is just rice powder, and I put a 25 use on this. I know it's a lot more uses, but I can use some powder throughout the day when I am first putting on my makeup, and then I will need to touch up. So it's not going to be a hardship to get 25 uses on this. Where's the beef? I love those commercials. I play those commercials for my kids because they didn't get to live through them, and they love that one. And Punch It Margaret. I love those commercials. It's good old days. So Where's the Beef calls for a brown or a neutral colored product. I brought in an eye primer, and this is the Essence I Heart Stage, and it's pretty neutral. And I have put 25 uses on this as well, and that's not going to be a hard thing to do, because sometimes I will use primer and sometimes I will use concealer. Like if I am putting on my makeup late at night just to film, I'm going to use concealer because I don't need it to last for a long period of time. But if I'm out and about or I do my makeup early in the day, I have to use a primer because I will crease otherwise because I have oily eyelids. So 25 uses, I think that's pretty reasonable. Next up is Candyland. Loved that game as a child, and my kids like it too. And that is an item that is candy themed. And I am bringing in another ColourPop palette. This one is called Gimme Sugar, and it's got shades like gummy bears, sour candy, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I know there's only 4 shades on here. I'm going to do it no pan left behind style. Again, I want to rotate through all the things, and this is a nice way for me to do it. So I want to use each shade just once, and then I can roll that one out. Next up is Eye of the Tiger. I love the song. I really love the song, and not just because it's a supernatural thing, but it is one of the songs that gets played when my kids do karate, and they do certain exercises to the song. So it's just kind of like always a part of my life, and I just enjoy it. I liked it when it first came out. I like the supernatural aspect. I like the karate aspect, and I need to bring in an eye product, and I've got it right here in my hot little hands. And this one is the City Color Eye Mousse Shadow, whatever you want to call it. It is in the shade White Gold. Hopefully I can pry the top out. Looks like that. It is a very moussey texture, and I like it a whole lot, but it will take 100 years to finish it all. So I just want to get 5 uses on this. I can use it as a lid shade. I can use it on my inner corners. So 5 uses can go pretty quick. Next up is Tracksuit. That is something that I never really owned, but I understand the appeal of them. And that is something soft or makes you feel comfortable. So I am bringing in the Go-To Skin Party. It is like a hand cream, body cream, or whatever, so that especially in this winter dry air, it makes my hands feel softer and much more comfortable. So I have brought this one in for 5 uses as well. Let's get physical, physical. Yes, I am that nerd. That is a song by Olivia Newton-John. I loved it. I used to do aerobics with my mom doing that song. I loved that song. It was awesome. I even wore the little headbands back in the day. If you know, you know. And that is an item that makes you feel sexy or is sex themed. And I brought in a depotted eyeshadow from the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. And this is Satin Sheets, because who doesn't feel sexy on satin sheets? So I've brought this one in for 5 uses as well. I have 2 more prompts and products rolling in. So the next one is Lace. That was all the rage. And that calls for something sheer. So I have this from Buxom. It is, I'm going to read it off of here. There's Gret. That is the Buxom Powerful Lip Plump Balm Extreme. And I want to say it's Dolly something or other. Dolly Fever. That is what it is. It is a tinted lip balm. So it is pretty sheer. And that is what it looks like right there. So it is a very sheer lip balm with just a hint of color. So 5 uses on that. Are you seeing a theme here? And then last is Totally Tubular, and that prompt is credited to Deb, which I hope she's coming back very soon. and that calls for a product in a tube. Duh, of course it does. And I am bringing in this gel cuticle remover because it's in a squeezy tube, and I want to use this 5 times. I do not think that I'm going to have 5 uses done before the next update. So I doubt this one is rolling out next month, but I should at least get 1 or 2 uses on this, and it's not really a conflict with anything else, so I'm okay with that. So that is my 10 prompts, 10 products that I am bringing in for my intro. And like I said, I am going to be rolling in 10 every single update, whether I like it or not, so that I can get all 80 prompts, and hopefully I can get through all 80 of them by the finale, crossing my fingers, especially if I'm doing very small baby goals on these. All right, definitely go check out Jaylon. She is the one that created it. It's down below. There's going to be a direct link to her channel, and there's going to be a spreadsheet of everyone else that has joined in. If you want to join in, by all means, we would love to have you get on this crazy 80s painting journey with us. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.